5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hey, Buzzheads, it's Curtis Tucker back for another exciting episode of the Enid Buzz podcast. Appreciate you guys checking in. If you guys are listening to the podcast, don't forget that you can go over to YouTube and watch the podcast at youtube.com/EnidBuzz. If you're watching the podcast, I'm waving at you and I appreciate you checking in. Don't forget, if you guys want to listen to the podcast on your favorite apps, you can do that while you're driving or out running or walking or anything like that. So it's also it is a podcast, but it's also a vlog on YouTube. So check that out. You guys subscribe to the podcast and then you'll get notified every time I upload a new episode. And also, please subscribe to the Enid Buzz YouTube channel. Not only will you get notifications when I upload a new podcast episode, but also when I upload just any regular video from what's going on around Enid. And hopefully I will be uploading a lot more videos as time goes on. So you guys can hit me up at buzz@enidbuzz.com. That's my official email address. If you guys have ideas or comments or anything like that, if you want to send me birthdays, a birthday shout out or an anniversary, I will also mention that on the show. Don't forget, you can get all the information that I'm going to be talking about at enidbuzz.com. That is my number one place to get all the information. And then I also have the social media, the newsletter, the podcast, all other stuff. But enidbuzz.com is a place to get all of your information. And if you're watching, or if you get a lot of your information on Facebook, don't forget that I also have Instagram and Twitter. And I would love for you guys to follow me on those social media platforms as well. So let's get into this week's episode. I think it's going to be a shorter episode, not as much going on this weekend as there was last weekend. Last weekend was huge. Not only do we have a big weekend, but we had the eclipse on Monday, and first Friday was great. They had it kind of spread out all over the square. I went. They had the firefighters having their competition. So if you missed First Friday, you missed a good one. A lot of carnival stuff going on. And again, they're going to kind of switch it up and move things around. The food trucks were over on East Broadway. And so I think they're going to move those around, kind of spread the wealth, as we say, to all of the businesses downtown. So the mission of First Friday and Main Street Enid is to promote the businesses downtown, and so that's what that's all about. And then so on the weekend, I drove over to Arkansas to try to get some great views of the eclipse in the path of totality. Ended up in Russellville, Arkansas. Got some great pictures. I'm going to have a video put together. I also do another podcast called A Shaggy Life, which I'll be talking about my experience at this second eclipse. I also experienced the one in 2017. And then Todd Wheeler and I also do a BuzzHead Radio podcast where we talked about the podcast, or about the eclipse as well, on this week's podcast on there. So if you guys want to hear all about the eclipse, listen to those podcasts. And if you didn't know, if you're not really up on the whole eclipse thing, they don't happen that often. They're pretty rare, and they're pretty rare when they go completely across the United States. But we have another one coming up in 2045. I know that's 21 years away. It's a long time, but it goes right over Enid. And so Enid will be in the path of totality. We will have about 5.5 minutes of total darkness, which is super duper cool. So even though it's 21 years away, I have already purchased enideclipse.com. I've got a Facebook page, and I will be updating that with information and basically just trying to drive people to Enid, Oklahoma for the eclipse. And there's going to be a lot of stuff planned. We got tons of time to do it, but I'm going to hype this up for as long as I can. So be sure and check in on that. Let's see. Let's get to the recent stuff going on. I've had a lot of people asking me what they were building or creating in the middle of the median between the different north and south highways. Highway 81 out north of town by 81 Ranch, and they said that they had poured kind of a foundation and there was a lot of equipment out there. My thought was that it was going to kind of be probably a place for a construction crew, and it turns out that had I told everybody that, I would have been right. So they finally came out with a press release today. ODOT, the Oklahoma Department of Transportation, will be lane closing on Highway 81 from West Poplar to State Highway 45, allowing contractors to complete a rehabilitation of the pavement consisting of concrete panel repairs, diamond grinding, dowel retrofitting, and grading improvements. This closure expected to last approximately 6 months, and it will begin Wednesday, May 1st. So you've got some time to prepare for it, but expect Highway 81 out there north to be closed, at least part of it, and 6 months. And so in preparation for the closure, ODOT is building a temporary concrete mix plant in the median for the project. Traffic control signs will be placed on the highway in mid-April in anticipation of the highway and street closure. So that that little concrete area that they were building out there is actually for a concrete plant where they will be mixing up the concrete to do the repairs on Highway 81. So there's your answer. You can get that on Enabuzz as well. I'll have that posted. If you're listening to this, I record this podcast on Wednesday night. And so tonight, I believe, is the 10th. Tomorrow is the 11th. And Greenbrier Village is having a job fair. If you're listening to this early enough, which you should be, they're having a hiring event Thursday, April 11th from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. out at Autry Tech. It's going to be in room 204, and that's at 1201 West Willow. They're going to have snacks prepared by Greenbrier's chef Omari. They're going to have a free flower for completed applications, and then you can also sign up. Just go out there, look over the job stuff, sign up, and you got a chance to win a $100 Visa card. So there's really no reason not to go out there and at least sign up for the Visa card. But while you're out there, you can learn about a lot of the careers that they have in long-term care there at Greenbrier. What they're going to be hiring for is nursing, RNs, LPNs, CMAs, CNAs. They're going to have people hired in the dietary part of the complex out there. They need cooks, servers, dishwashers, and then they're also going to need housekeeping, maintenance, laundry, and then in the business part of Greenbrier, they will be hiring for clerical, marketing, and administration. So a lot of jobs at Greenbrier. Again, go out there to Autry tomorrow and check out the jobs and also sign up to win that $100 Visa card. That's going to be pretty cool. We've got coming to the Stride Bank Center on, now this is a ways away, but giving you warning, Stride Bank Center is going to be putting on a vintage retro market on Saturday, November 16th. And right now they are currently looking for vendors that sell collectibles, vintage clothing, antiques, records, tapes, comics, items from the early aughts, 90s, 80s, 70s, and 60s. If you're interested in becoming a vendor, sign up today. You can go to the Stride Bank Center Facebook page or to the Enabuzz Facebook page, and there's a link to the form that you can sign up for that, or just get a hold of the people at Stride Bank Center, and they will give you all the information. But going to be a really cool vintage retro market. So if you are into that stuff, which I am, if you guys kind of look behind me, I've got old metal lunchboxes and Scooby-Doo stuff and a Frisbee and Farrah Fawcett poster. So my studio, podcasting studio, and office here is full of retro stuff. So I will be at the Vintage Retro Market. It's going to be pretty cool. I don't have the information in front of me, but I do know that Kip Miles is going to be having a kind of a man cave garage sale going on this Saturday. He's going to be sending me pictures. So if you're listening to this podcast, be sure and get on the Enabuzz Facebook page on Friday and scroll and find the pictures that I have. I think he's going to be selling some really cool man cave stuff, which might be fit into some of this category. It's not going to be like a garage sale with like kids' clothing and old glasses, and this is going to be kind of cool, big warehouse type stuff. So be sure and check out, and that will be at there's I think it's going to be right there by the old Kip Miles piano building there on West Broadway, basically at Broadway and Van Buren. So if you're out and about on Saturday, I don't know the hours yet. He hasn't sent me the information, but just to try to get this on the podcast, be looking for a garage sale there at Van Buren and Broadway. It's going to have lots of cool stuff. You guys are going to want to go by and check that out. It is almost time for Walk This May. It is a community-wide steps challenges for businesses, organizations, and community members to compete in a friendly competition and encourage everybody to achieve their healthy living goals. If you guys don't know, I do about 7 miles every morning, so I'm going to be entering this year. The project is a collaboration of TSET Healthy Living Program, serving Garfield County Health Department, Garfield County Healthy Living Collaborative, and OSU Extension Office, and the Rural Health Projects Incorporated. All those groups together are doing this challenge. They have a Facebook page at facebook.com, Garfield CO, which is county, Healthy Living, and you can, they have a registration link there. I believe if you sign up by the 14th, April 14th, you get a t-shirt. I don't have every detail. It's all on Enabuzz. I think it might be $25 to sign up, but they're going to have drawings, I believe, every week in May. You're going to win some really cool stuff. You can have up to 5-person team, or you just do it individually. People with the most miles are going to be entered into things. And so it's just a cool deal. It's just a way of encouraging people to stay healthy. And I highly encourage people to stay healthy and do some walking. Enid has some of the best, neatest walking trails. So please take advantage of those and get out and stay healthy. But while you're staying healthy all through the month of May, you can possibly win some really cool stuff and get a t-shirt. I've got a new advertiser on Enabuzz. I want to welcome Cassandra Henderson. She is a realtor, and she is with Coldwell Banker. They are at 101 North Van Buren, but she is in the realty section of the Enid Business Directory, and she will also have some spots on the Enabuzz Facebook page. But if you're looking for a realtor, if you're selling a house or buying a house, she has a passion for real estate, and she would love to help you through the process of buying or selling. Please give her a call. Tell her that Enabuzz told you to call 580-551-8602, or you can stop by Coldwell Banker and talk to her there at the office, or look up her Facebook page, Cassandra Henderson, Realtor, on Facebook. So check that out. And if you forget, go to enabuzz.com, click on the business link at the top. That'll take you to the business directory. Click on real estate, and she'll be listed right there. And I know for a fact that I've got several other realtors I'm about to add to that section. And I am posting open houses almost every week. So if you guys like to look at open houses, be sure and check the Enabuzz Facebook page. And then there's also a page on enabuzz.com with the weekly open houses as well. We got a new clinic that is opened. It's 580 Wellness Clinic. They are offering weight loss and hormone optimization. They provide a personalized, high-quality healthcare. They're dedicated to improving and maintaining your health through preventative care and treating chronic diseases. They are located at 523 West Broadway. So stop by and check them out. And don't forget that enabuzz.com does have a restaurant guide. I've got over 100 restaurants listed on there. It's one of the harder things to keep up to date because we have so many restaurants coming and going, but it always seems to stay right above 100. If you guys are looking for a place to eat, you can just go to that page. It's enabuzz.com/restaurants. If you go to that on your cell phone, you can just scroll through every restaurant and put your finger on one, and that will help you decide where to go eat. But if you guys see a mistake on there, or a restaurant that is closed, or a restaurant that's not on there, email buzz@enidbuzz.com and I will get that corrected. We'll keep that up to date. Don't forget, I also have the Enid Buzz calendar. It's at enidbuzz.com/events. And it is updated all the time, almost every day, but every week there is a whole set of new events for the weekend. So go there and check out the things that are coming up. I'm about to list some of those things. I don't have all of the live music on there listed yet, but I will get that on by the weekend. So there's always live music going on in Enid on Friday or Saturday night. A lot of the restaurants, not a lot, but some of the restaurants and some of the clubs in town have live music, and I try to get all of them listed. If you are playing somewhere and your band's not listed, send the information to buzz@enidbuzz.com. I post events and all of that stuff on the calendar for free, so take advantage of that. A lot of people read the calendar, and so you might as well get on there. Evans Drug is having their Kids Express, where they have crafts every month, coming up on Saturday, April 13th from 2 to 4 p.m. It's basically just a little 10 to 15 minute craft. Each time they make a craft, it's free. They get some little pins, and then when they collect 3 of the little pins, they get a free candy bar, and it's just kind of a fun deal. While the parents are in there letting the kids do the craft, they're going to get a coupon. They're going to be able to shop in the store. Don't forget, we've got Mother's Day, Father's Day, graduation coming up. Evans Drug and Laura Lee's Boutique has everything: greeting cards, gifts, cologne, wine, barbecue stuff, grilling utensils, everything, clothing for the women, just candles, everything you need for Mother's Day, Father's Day, and graduation. So get over there, 1106 West Willow on Saturday for Kids Express. And they do that one Saturday every month, and I have that on the Enid Buzz calendar. Big thing coming up to the Stride Bank Center is Scriptless in Seattle. They are a live touring comedy show, and they're going to be performing this weekend as part of their 2024 tour. Basically, they're kind of like Whose Line Is It Anyway, where every show is going to be completely different, because what they do is they get on stage and they'll ask the audience to shout out some things, and then they'll either sing songs or do acts or things on stage. It's hilarious. It'll be a great thing to take the family to, or take your friends, and you can get tickets at stridebankcenter.com for that. It's going to be Saturday, April 13th at 7 p.m., and you should get your tickets to that and plan on being there. Basically, a comedy and musical show should be fun. Like I say, every show is different. We've got the Boy Scouts of America car show coming up this weekend, April 13th from 10:30 a.m. to 3 p.m. out at the Garfield County Fairgrounds at 111 West Purdue. The Cimarron Council Boy Scouts of America will have... let's see, they're going to have demonstrations, a concession stand, lunch, music, and fellowship. And it's free to get in, but they do accept donations, because that helps the Scouts. I think they're going to have, I don't know if they have any awards for the cars or not, but they have some of the coolest cars in Enid out there, some one-of-a-kinds and things like that. So it's an annual thing. Get out there for the Boy Scout car show going on this weekend. Jiffy Trip is having their invitational out at the Advanced Soccer Complex on April 12th through the 14th. If you have not been out to the soccer fields and seen some of the soccer going on, please get out there this weekend and watch soccer. They have boys and girls recreational teams, competitive teams, and academy teams playing out there again all weekend at the Jiffy Trip Invitational. It's really cool. The facility is really cool. There's like a snack bar out there so you guys can get some food. But basically just take the family out there and check out the soccer complex. We've got a dinner theater coming up, and it's actually in Garber this weekend, and they are presenting The Ghost of Mystery Manor on April 11, 12, and 13. The doors open nightly at 6:30. They have a 3-course dinner served at 7 p.m. It's catered by Wix there in Garber, and the performance starts right after dessert. The cost for dinner and the play together, everything is only $30. It's a great date night, but you do need advance reservations, and you can get those by calling Sandy at 580-548-4861, and she's available Monday through Saturday from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. I don't know if some of those nights are sold out yet or not, so call as soon as you can. The theater is located in Garber at 402 Main Street. Easy to find. Garber's not that big. So get over there. I know those people in Garber come over to Enid and support all of our fun things going on. So every now and then, if you can, get over there to Garber and help them out. Reminder, we've got the Enid Home Show coming up this month. It will be on April 26, 27, and 28 at the Chisholm Trail Expo Center. This thing is huge. There's all kinds of home and garden stuff out there. They've got a gift and craft area, perfect for Mother's Day, Father's Day, and graduation gifts. They've got a kids zone with lots of fun, so you basically can go out there and drop the kids off in that area while you go shopping. I mean, it is the time to start working on your house and your garden and your yard. Again, they're going to have all kinds of stuff out there to help you. It is $5 for adults. Children that are 12 and under are free. Friday it's 12 to 7, Saturday it's 9 to 7, and Sunday it's going to be 11 to 5. I will continue to remind you of that because, again, that is a big show coming up out there at the expo, the Enid Home Show. So that is, let me look at the time. Yeah, that's a pretty quick episode. I don't want to keep you guys too long. So you guys don't forget, email me at buzz@enidbuzz.com if you guys have comments, birthdays, questions, all that good stuff. And be sure and check out enidbuzz.com. Follow me on the Enid Buzz Facebook page. I've been doing this since 2005. So I appreciate all you guys listening, and subscribe to the podcast, and I will see you next week. See ya.